Derek from Tomcat Gas Training, and welcome to part 3 on all about taps. Now in this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to change taps, whether it's on a kitchen sink or a wash basin, whether it's a monoblock tap or whether it's pillar taps. But the first thing I want to look at are the tools we're going to be using, and I'm going to introduce you to this. I have just spent £148.98 on this, and this is the Nerrad TAPEX kit, which is the Advanced Tap Wrench Technology Toolkit to help us to remove these taps. So, as you can see, I haven't unwrapped it, so without further ado waffling, let's just get on unwrapping this, unboxing it and getting on with the job. Now, first thing we need to do is get this cellophane off. And as you can see, the box is a lovely colour and it looks quite impressive from the outside. Perfect colour. Okay, now let's open it up and have a look and see what's inside. So, first thing on the outside, we've got these plastic clips. And we've got a little hole here where you could put a padlock if you didn't want any of those little tea leaves getting in. Anyway, so what we've got is a protective sponge. First of all, we've got this nice little drawing to tell us exactly what we've got in this box, and it comes with a piece of paper which tells us also what we've got in this box. So let's get in there and have a look. So let's have a closer look inside and see what we can find. Let's take the sponge off. So let's look at these first. So these are the sockets to fit sinks, bidets for monoblock taps. So this is a long reach socket, as you can see. And you can see that everything's in this sponge to keep it in place, which is a great idea. You know, these are not going to rattle around. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 30mm long reach sockets. Now the things we've got here, these are to fit the standard bath, basin, bidet and sink taps. So I'll show you in a bit how they fit on, but that's what they do. And we've got 2 for the basin taps and 2 for the basin taps and 2 for the bath taps. The next thing we've got is this handle. And again, I'll show you how this handle works, but there's a gap in it so it slides over the pipe. And it's a square, so you could either use that handle or you can use this really heavyweight ratchet, which is magic. Oh, look at that. Long reach ratchet. Okay, that's amazing. So that's your long reach ratchet. And there also is this extension bar, which is also magic. And this can extend another 6 positions. So that's pretty damn impressive. Then we've got this bar here, which is basically the bar used to give you more leverage. So like you were getting a standard socket set. So to give you a bit more purchase, you could use that. And then we've just got a small extension bar, which is 1/2 inch to 1/4, and then we've got these adjustable heads to aid us, and we've got this just virtually offset extension bar, and that's pretty much. I'll show you that little one. It's only a 1/4 drive one, so we've got a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 drive doing the same job. And we've also got a little extra spare space here so you can put your own little bits into the kit for whatever you want. So that's a quick overview on what you get inside this box. Now the first thing we're going to be using this brand new tool on is we're going to be removing this hot tap here. So the tool I'm going to be using out the set is this. So basically it's the handle, and what number is this one? This one is the number 2 out of the set of 2. Well, it's 4. 2 for basin, 2 for bat. All you have to do is, with the hole there, is line it up and it just clips in. So that's going to allow me to, 1, remove the flexi tap connector what's on this tap, and then 2, remove the tap itself by just using this handy little gadget. But first of all, I need to turn the water off. So let's get the water off. There's an isolation valve just underneath here. Now if you want to know how to turn different water installations off, then have a look at number 1, part 1, where that is how to isolate the cold water, and part 2 is where you isolate the hot. This is on a hot tap, but there's a service valve right near there, so let's get it turned off. Now, that's removing this hot tap. Now all we've got to do now, if we wanted to replace the tap, would be to get a cloth and wipe this off and put it back in reverse order. So, let's stick it back in. So, that was changing this wash basin pillar tap with the aid of this Nerrad fancy tap spanner. So the next tap we're going to be looking at is the monoblock tap. But we can't use this on the monoblock tap, we're going to be using something else. So, let's go and have a look at that then. Now this is the monoblock tap we're going to be taken out, but first thing we need to do is we need to turn the water off on the hot and the cold, because both feeds come into the same tap. So let's get the water off. Now I've turned the water off, I need to disconnect the 2 flexible pipes which go from the tap to the isolation valves. Now I'm not going to use any of the fancy Nerrad tools for this. I'm just going to use some grips and an adjustable spanner. Now I'm not going to be able to get the adjustable spanner in the right way, so guys, don't shoot me. I'm going to have to hold the grips this way instead of that because I can't get in. Anyway, another tip is when you're disconnecting these, because these hoses hold quite a lot of water, get yourself an old towel and put the old towel down on the floor first before you start undoing them, because you don't want to wet everywhere. So let's take these flexible hoses off. Now this monoblock tap is held in with 2 pieces of screwed rod and 2 locking nuts basically. Now there are some taps out there will only have 1, but this has got 2 nuts and they are, going off looking at them, 10mm. So I will need my 10mm long reach socket from out my Nerrad set. I will also need this little converter extension bar from 1/4 to 1/2 inch, because I'm going to be using my extendable ratchet. But first of all, you need to put it and you need to press the button in and it goes in. We need to make sure the ratchet is going the right way, so that is tightening it, so I need to use the button on the back to make sure I'm undoing. So now I can put this up and I can undo the 2 nuts underneath here. And that's how you remove this monoblock tap. So basically, put a new one in, we'd do it in reverse order, after we've cleaned all the gunk off the top of the wash basin. And that is the end of this video on changing taps using this fantastic Nerrad tap removal tool. Now, if you've liked this video, why don't you give me that thumbs up or leave a constructive comment down below. If you've not subscribed to our channel, then please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because I'm releasing videos mainly on Mondays and Wednesdays at the moment. All I've got left to say is thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and tune in for the final part on All About Taps. Cheers guys!